stock futures hovered near the flatline on Tuesday evening. Futures tied to the Dow Jones Industrial Average slipped 41 points, or 0.1%. S&P 500 futures pulled back 0.04%, while Nasdaq 100 futures slid 0.08%. In after-hours trading, online marketplace eBay jumped nearly 4%, said that it was raising its quarterly dividend and would spend an additional $2 billion on buybacks. Urban Outfitters lost almost 11% after missing estimates on the top and bottom lines in the fourth quarter. In Tuesday's regular session, the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq Composite ended the day with small gains, up 0.17% and 0.37%, respectively. The 30-stock Dow fell for a second straight day, off by 0.25%. The S&P 500 and the Dow are off the highs they just notched late last week, but investors may want to think twice before they aggressively ramp up on equities. "I just don't think you chase at this point," Drew Pettit, director of U.S. equity strategy at Citi, said on CNBC's Closing Bell. Overtime. "A lot of good news is getting priced in. We are actually trading up even though the reporting season really hasn't been great. We really haven't had a lot of broad beats and broad raises. Enjoy the ride in equities right now," he added. "Just wait for a better time if you want to be more aggressive." On Wednesday, investors will look to earnings results from retailer the TJX Cos and pharmaceutical name Viatris in the morning. Salesforce will post its quarterly numbers after the close. On the economic front, investors will look for wholesale inventories data Wednesday. However, the personal consumption expenditure reading for January will be the main event on Thursday, as it's the Federal Reserve's preferred measure of inflation. Investors should turn their attention to alternative investments including small caps and emerging markets outside of the Magnificent 7 inches stocks, according to Richard Bernstein Advisors chief Richard Bernstein. "There's no sound wealth-building strategy that says put all of your eggs in 7 stocks. There has to be some opportunities outside the U.S. and in some smaller cap stocks," Bernstein told CNBC's Power Lunch on Tuesday. "It's such an amazing bearish view of the world to say there's only 7 companies we can invest in," he added. The Russell 2000 captured its 4th consecutive winning day in what had been a very tepid session for the major averages. The small cap index advanced more than 1% on Tuesday, outpacing the S&P 500's roughly 0.2% gain and the Nasdaq Composite's nearly 0.4% jump. The last time the Russell 2000 notched 4 straight winning sessions was in late December 2023. Though the small cap index has been having a strong month, up 5.6% in February, it remains sharply behind the 3 major averages on the year. In 2024, the Russell 2000 is up only 1.4%, while the S&P 500 has already gained nearly 6.5%. Darla Mercado, Chris Hayes. Check out some of the companies making headlines in extended trading. Read the full list here.